Joining me now from Trump campaign headquarters, your favorite lawyer and mine, Article 3 Project founder, Mike Davis. Mike, thank you so much for being back on the program. Here we are, everything we've talked about, everything we've dreamt about, all the hard work, surviving the lawfare, the weaponization of our justice system. I know we just got some big legal news, okay, surrounding Vote County in Cobb County, Georgia. What can you tell us?
So the Georgia Supreme Court just held that Cobb County cannot accept absentee ballots after Election Day. Election Day is Election Day, so Democrats are not going to be able to stuff the mailboxes after the election with these absentee ballots. This is a huge win,
big win
for President Trump, the RNC, and election integrity.
I love this. This is exactly what we needed. And the Trump campaign earlier today released some encouraging early voting data showing big surges in early voting, especially among low propensity Republican voters. What is your message to those heading to the polls tomorrow, and what do we need to know?
So I am volunteering for the Trump legal effort in West Palm Beach at the Trump headquarters, and I want to tell Trump's supporters that President Trump has learned his lesson from 2020. He has invested in a very good legal team led by RNC Chairman Michael Whatley and RNC co-chair Laura Trump. We have a very good team of lawyers here: David Warrington, Janine Bresso, Steve Kenny, Bill McGinley. They are running a very good nationwide effort to make sure that this election is not rigged again. So I want to tell the Trump voters we're doing very well among early votes. As Kimberly just said, we need to run through the finish line. Make sure that you show up and vote tomorrow. Bring your friends, bring your family members. If people show up and vote for President Trump tomorrow, he's going to win decisively.
Well, I'm excited about that. I know Steve Bannon said earlier today that you're the guy on top of any issues relating to election integrity, and that we are in a strong spot to expose, handle, minimize truly any possible tricks as that may arise or occur. We are in a much better position, Mike, I feel, than 2020. What are you focusing on tomorrow?
I'm focusing on volunteering for President Trump, volunteering for RNC Chairman Michael Whatley, Laura Trump, to make sure that the lawyers protect the vote and make sure that Trump's voters get out and vote in massive numbers. Let's give President Trump a resounding victory so he can close the border, he can fix our economy, and fix our country. Kamala Harris broke it, and President Trump is going to fix it.
I love this. Okay, so President Trump is barnstorming battleground states as we speak, while Kamala Harris won't even explain her own positions. And that includes Prop 36 in her home state of California, which increases penalties for retail theft and drug trafficking. Axios is calling her the no comment candidate, and even Democrats are expressing concerns, behind the scenes. What's your reaction?
I think the American people the more they learn about Kamala Harris, they realize that she's not up to the job. She is Biden's border czar who let in over 10 million illegal immigrants and the resulting crime and chaos. She was the tie-breaking vote in the Senate on Bidenomics that caused our interest rates to spike, inflation to spike. It's made it very difficult for real Americans and real America, and President Trump is going to fix what Kamala Harris broke.
Yes, you're absolutely right about that. And of course, let's be honest, our justice system is on the ballot as well. Ending this lawfare is on the ballot. When Americans walk into that polling booth tomorrow, those that have not voted yet, what should they have at the top of their mind as it relates to the future of our legal system?
Yeah, I would say this. Do you want a politicized and weaponized system as we've seen against President Trump? They tried to bankrupt him. They tried to throw him in prison for the rest of his life for non-crimes. They tried to throw him off the ballot. They tried to take off his head when they underfunded his Secret Service protection. President Trump doesn't need this. You know this, Kimberly.
Yes.
He has a better house. He has a better plane. He has a better car. He has a better life. He does not need this job. He's doing this because he loves America. and he knows that he needs to get back in that White House to save America, to fix what Kamala Harris broke.
Well, it's really true. It's imperative. It's mission critical. I know he really genuinely, firmly believes that. And let's lay out a little further the contrast here. A Kamala AG, okay, versus a Trump AG. Talk about how different, Americans' lives would be in that scenario.
Well, look, we've already seen what a Biden-Kamala AG has done under Merrick Garland. They have politicized and weaponized our justice system, not only to go after President Trump, not only to put his top aides in prison like Steve Bannon and Peter Navarro, not only to politically persecute his supporters on January 6th. Kamala's Justice Department right now went after parents outraged by gender chaos in schools and the resulting rapes in bathrooms. Kamala's Justice Department went after pro-life Christians praying at abortion clinics. They put a 75-year-old Christian in prison under the FACE Act while they give amnesty to Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, the scumbag, entire Biden family, BLM, Antifa, Hamas, Planned Parenthood, abortion industry activists, trans terrorists. We need to fix this. And President Trump is going to put an attorney general in office who's going to fix our broken justice system, broken by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
It's really frightening. And I think just even on that issue alone, to think like what she would do again, okay? Such a misappropriation, I'm sure, of power in terms of who the AG would be. We've seen these politicized AGs like Merrick Garland, but you remember, Eric Holder, like we get one of those guys, and again, it's terrifying. So it's really important. And everyone always tells me, we want Mike Davis, AG.
As you know, Kimberly, I'm way too charming to get confirmed. And so I don't think Senate confirmation is in the cards. I would get one charity vote from my former boss, Chuck Grassley, and it would ruin his 65-year political career. I'm very happy to support President Trump strongly. He delivered on his promise to appoint constitutionalists to the Supreme Court and the lower federal courts, and that's why I'm supporting Trump. I don't want anything other than Trump to win and save our country.
No, I know, and I know you feel that in your heart. And I know in your home state of Colorado, there's been some chaos, Mike, revealing passwords. Like, what's going on with that?
There's so much chaos in Colorado. First, before we get to the passwords, make sure that Colorado voters vote no on the retention of Colorado Supreme Court Chief Justice Monica Marquez. Vote no on Monica Marquez.
That's
she
important.
was one of the 4 Democrat operatives on the Colorado Supreme Court who removed President Trump. She was reversed 9-0. She lost even the 3 liberals on the Supreme Court because she's such a radical
What
judge.
a disgrace.
So throw her ass out of office. Monica Marquez. And then Jenna Griswold is the Colorado Secretary of State who helped put Tina Peters, a 69-year-old woman, in prison for 9 years for exposing election passwords. Well, guess what? Jenna Griswold did the same damn thing. She let passwords get exposed for many months. And so, what's good for Tina Peters has to be good for Jenna Griswold. They need to open a criminal probe on Jenna Griswold for her felony exposure of these election systems passwords before the election for many months. Not only did she expose these for many months, she covered it up, right? So we're dealing with a real crime here in Colorado.
Well, and also, again, if you can give all our viewers the details of Cobb County, and what we need to know.
Yeah, so what happened with Cobb County is the Georgia Supreme Court just held that Cobb County can't accept thousands of absentee ballots after Election Day, after 7 p.m. tomorrow. Election Day is Election Day, and these Democrats need to follow the rules, and they can't stuff the ballot boxes after Election Day. Yeah,
because they can count and see what they're short by, and then, add it all in. It's just outrageous. I mean, I don't even know what's going on. Like, how is this even a thing? How does anybody even think it's as remotely fair or ethical. There's nothing to do with election integrity with having something like that, a system in place. But all right, and how do you feel about things in general? I know you're going to be on top of any legal challenges, et cetera. What should we look out for? And, where do you kind of feel things stand right now?
I am very bullish, and I would say to Trump's supporters, Trump has a very good legal team led by Michael Whatley at the RNC and on the Trump campaign. This election is not going to get rigged and stolen again. Make sure you vote in massive numbers. Take your friends, your family, your colleagues, other like-minded voters. Let's give President Trump a huge win on Tuesday and make lawyers irrelevant again.
No, you're absolutely right. And also, let me tell you something. When he gets in, this is all going to change. It's going to be so good. What he's going to be able to accomplish, the people that he's looking at to put in are outstanding. They're ready to go on day one. I'm very optimistic, cautiously optimistic about it. It's just so important that everybody get out and vote. Like, if everybody shows up, we win. We have to really get a huge number out there to overcome anything that, they might be trying to do, shenanigans, et cetera. It's that serious. The future of the republic is at stake here. So I know you know that. I just want to thank you for your patriotism and for your hard work. And I'm just praying with the hope and help of God, it's going to pay off tomorrow. Mike Davis, thank you so much. Where can we go find out more information about Article 3, et cetera?
Article3project.org, article number 3project.org. And thank you very much, Kimberly.
All right. God bless. Thank you. I'm praying. Hang in there, my buddy.